Hi, I'm Margie Holmes, psychologist, author, and educator. Welcome to a live episode of Ask Margie. Today's topic is organ size. Before we get started, however, I'd like to read out some of the comments we received on this topic. From @supsup010, it's not the length, it's not the size, it's how many times you can make it rise. Use your tongue. Be wise. This is, first of all, a wonderful poem. It is so cute, it is so funny, and I love that you are not preferring the bigger penis to the smaller one, etc. I'm just a little worried because when you say it's how many times you can make it rise, it implies that it is better to make love more than once a night or, more than once a week. Anyway, it talks about numbers. And so this can be threatening to people who can only do one a night or one a week or indeed one a month. In the end, that's not also fair because it's very prescriptive. Although I love your poem, as I said, @supsup010. Okay, from @sungkilaw, I have no questions. I am proud of my shortcoming. @sungkilaw, I love you and I hope you will tell this to everyone that you meet. I mean, if it's polite, maybe not the parents of your teacher or something. But at any rate, I love it because not only does it help men realize that some guys are okay with their penises, and that's a good thing to be. But women will perhaps also not be pressured into lying to their guys by saying, yes, yours is the biggest penis I've ever seen, etc., etc., which is also a good thing, because honesty is the best thing. But sometimes when the man asks you the question, he is almost like begging you to lie and tell him that his penis is the biggest, in the world. Okay? From @oh my Gaylord, the bigger the better, the more the merrier. Yeah, cute little saying, but it is not necessarily true. Some women and men, okay, get hurt if the penis is large. Okay, I just like to share that. No, it is not necessarily that you have a bigger penis, the better it is. And if I may just add a very, very short thing, Dr. Helen Singer Kaplan at the sex therapy clinic of Cornell University, it was called Payne Whitney Clinic, said that they had many Vietnamese women who went to the States with their husbands, servicemen, mainly Caucasians or African Americans, and that the women really got hurt with their husbands' penises, which were usually larger. So much so that you had to have the clinic, the sex therapy unit or clinic, had to give them cock rings, which would just be put so that it was a reminder that they couldn't push in more than up until the cock ring, because it would hurt the woman, even either in terms of their being too long or too thick. Okay? And when you say the more the merrier, I can't help thinking of a man with several penises. Like Dr. Octavius in Spider-Man. I mean, he just had 2 hands when he was Dr. Octavius. But when he became Mr. Octopus, then he had all these hands and parang di ba nakakadiri, nakakatakot. Okay, now let's get on with the questions, okay? A question from @TheUntouchedDoll. Which is better, a long one or a fat one? I think it depends on the fucky, right? It depends in terms of, is she more hurt or is he more hurt with a long penis or with a fat penis? So first we're taking the negative, okay, which is what would hurt them more. But you might also ask, would this person be more pleasured by a long penis or indeed a short penis? Or is it more important for her or him to have a wide penis or a tiny penis? I remember once I had a friend who said that, she loved this guy and she was so surprised when she first saw his penis because it looked like a baby fist. A baby fist. So, you can imagine that was pretty thick. Okay, so it all depends. This is the most important. It also depends on the fucky in terms of why is he or she doing this? Is this for lust or love, for both or for neither? Because I think why the person is doing this will affect why he or she likes a thick penis or a thin penis, or maybe let's not be heterosexist and think only of penises, why he or she might enjoy a big breast or a small breast, or two big breasts or two small breasts, okay? To answer your question, perhaps the best way to answer your question is to share a joke with you, but because even though it's a joke, it's very telling, and it goes like this: who is the most popular man in a nudist camp? And the answer is, the most popular man in the nudist camp is the man who can carry a cup of coffee in each hand and 12 donuts. So here you see that size is important, of course, or length is important, because the donuts stack up, so the 12 will be, I don't know how long. But you see that girth is also important, because if the penis is not too, not thick enough, then the donuts will flop all over the place. But if it's too thick, then it can't even go in. No? And of course, I have made the first mistake about telling a joke, which is you should never explain it. But I think that's if you're a comedian. But I am a psychologist, so I think it's okay if I made that joke, as long as it proves the point or it makes the point more clear. At least I think so, and I hope you do too. Number 2, from Jerwell: do gays and ladies have the same preference or view on the size of the penis? If so, why? Well, first of all, I wanted to say, before being straight or gay, we are basically human beings. And in my clinical experience, you generally, especially if it's love and not mere lust, if it's making love and not just, a roll in the hay, which can also be fun, okay? Anyway, usually, you relate to the person, and whatever the size of her vagina, her clitoris, his penis, etc., is something you take as a matter of fact, right? But going and asking me in general terms, no? In my experience, it is a function not necessarily of sexual orientation, straight or gay. It is more a function of sex, no? Male or female. Okay? Because men seem to find objective size much more important than women. Meaning, if you're hetero, mas nasisinda ka sa big breasts, no? Mababaw nga sila yung iba. Pero kung if you're gay, then mas masisinda ka sa big penises. Okay? And women consistently say, yes, I may prefer a bigger penis or a smaller penis, but always add, but it is the relationship that matters most. It is more the man I'm making love to or who's making love to me. That matters much, much more than whether he has a big penis or a small penis, a big clitoris or a small one, etc. Okay? So, question 3 from Boy Got Moves. I'm dating a girl who used to go out with a foreigner. He's black. It's no secret that they're gifted with a bigger package. So every time my girlfriend and I make love, I can't help but ask her if she's satisfied with what I bring to the table. She tells me she is, but I can't shake off the feeling that she's not. What should I do? First of all, the most important is to trust her, because if you don't trust her about telling you how she feels about your penis vis-a-vis the penises of her other lovers, what is there a relationship for? You might as well not keep on going out with her if you cannot trust her. And I think what will help you trust her is to ask yourself, is it really about satisfying her, or is it more about reassuring myself that my penis is big enough? Because if it's about satisfying her, you seem to be satisfying her because she continues to be your girlfriend, which means either that you make love terrifically well, or that she loves you enough that whether you make love really well or not so well, she still wants to be your girlfriend, right? Or you can be both a great lover and a great man, in which case, do you have a brother that I can introduce to other people? Joke lang. Okay, so it sounds like the question you keep on asking her is a matter of reassuring yourself. At alam mo, sayang naman yung lovemaking ninyo, that if no matter how good it is, she knows, oh God, the question will come up again, no? Am I big enough, or are you sure you're happy? I mean, if she had a sense of humor, she would say, oh, here's the tape recorder, to answer your tape question. Yes, you are big enough. Yes, you're as good, yes, etc., etc. Please remember, that the size of a man's penis cannot change unless you have an operation, right? So if you're going to be conscious about the penis sizes of the other people that your girlfriend slept with, what are you gonna do? Since Arabs seem bigger and black men are known to be bigger, does that mean you're gonna scour the earth for girls who didn't date black men, didn't date Arabs, or didn't date Pampangueños? I just made that last thing up about the Pampangueños. Although, if it makes you Pampangueños so much more popular, I wouldn't mind a delicacy or two from you as a thank you to me. Okay, now, my favorite tweet and question from @BigBehindGirl. I'm not sure if this counts, but I'd like to know why men are so obsessed with large racks. I think big boobs are overrated. First of all, let me tell you, Big Behind Girl, your question counts 100%, 101%, because you were the only one who asked the question about women, about women's organs, in this case breasts, rather than about penises, no, that everyone seems to revere. No, I admit some penises are worth revering, but naman, a lot of breasts, a lot of female butts, etc., are also, worth revering. Now, let me go on to your question. No? I think the men who talk about big breasts and loving big breasts are perhaps the one we take most notice of, because a lot of the received knowledge, a lot of the articles, and some research, but not so much, divide men into three kinds. If we talk about something as mababaw, as organ preference. Some men are breast men, some are butt men, some are leg men. And these are the things that they seem to get most attracted to, at least at first, no? But I just want to share Elaine Hatfield's research, which says that when they did a study on what was most important to a man in terms of sexual allure, it wasn't physical attributes, it wasn't beauty, it wasn't wealth, etc. It was more the self-confidence of the woman. Because you see, if you're self-confident, there's less work for the man because he doesn't have to constantly reassure you of things, okay? Unless, of course, the man is looking for a trophy girlfriend, no? And he wants to seem like Kanye West, who has this Kim Kardashian around, then size would matter. Pero yung para sa mga mababaw lang na mga tao,